औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। व्यूअर्स, आप देख रहे हैं वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टेलीविज़न की लाइव ट्रांसमिशन। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट अंजुम मलिक। और सबसे पहले तो आप सबको बहुत बहुत ईद मुबारक। और आज ईद का दूसरा दिन है। एवरीबॉडी होप मस्ट बी एंजॉयिंग ईद। इट्स बीन अ गुड वेदर यस्टरडे। आज थोड़ी सी बारिश हो रही है। वी आर ऑन अप्रैल 11 टुडे 2024 में। बट ऑब्वियसली 3 दिन की ईद है एंड कीप ऑन एंजॉइंग योर ईद फेस्टिवल्स एंड ईद फेस्टिविटीज़। और जब आप अपनी फेस्टिविटीज़ को एंजॉय करें तो जो लेस प्रिविलेज लोग होते हैं उनको ज़रूर याद रखा करें। ख़ास तौर पे फ़लस्तीन के लोगों के लिए ज़रूर दुआ करें कि अल्लाह ताला उनके लिए आसानियाँ करें। और वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टेलीविज़न को आप सारे IP चैनल्स पे देख रहे हैं। हम आपके साथ फेसबुक पे भी लाइव हैं, यूट्यूब पे भी लाइव हैं। और ड्यूरिंग दिस ट्रांसमिशन ख़ास तौर पे आज हम ईद में हैं, ईद का दूसरा दिन है। अगर आप कोई सेंटीमेंट एक्सचेंज करना चाहते हो ईद के हवाले से तो डू गिव अस अ कॉल। हमारे स्टूडियोज़ के लाइन के नंबर हमेशा हमारे स्क्रीन पे रहते हैं। 9056704114 इज़ द नंबर टू गिव अस अ कॉल एंड टॉक टू अस। आप हमें फॉलो कर सकते हैं @voiceoftoronto.tv हमारा सोशल मीडिया हैंडल है। और फीडबैक के लिए voiceoftoronto.tv@gmail.com दैट इज़ आवर ईमेल दैट यू कैन गेट इन टच विद अस। अपनी फीडबैक ज़रूर दिया कीजिए प्रोग्राम के हवाले से। और इसी तरह हम अपने आप को बेहतर भी कर सकते हैं और आपके लिए बेहतर प्रोग्राम्स जो हैं उसको भी लाइन अप कर सकते हैं। वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टेलीविज़न को आप फेसबुक पे भी देख रहे हैं, यूट्यूब पे भी देख रहे हैं। और ड्यूरिंग दिस ट्रांसमिशन जैसे मैंने कहा कि अगर आप मैसेज करना चाहें तो आप हमें फेसबुक पे भी मैसेज कर सकते हैं। अगर आपका कोई फरमाइश हो या आप कुछ डेडिकेट करना चाहते हो, ख़ास तौर पे अगर आपके पेरेंट्स यहाँ नहीं रहते, कनाडा से बाहर रहते हैं और आप अपनी ईद डेडिकेट करना चाहते हैं उनको, तो प्लीज़ गिव अस अ कॉल। हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हमारे इस प्लेटफॉर्म के तवज्जुह से आपका जो मैसेज है वो हम दूर दूर तक उसको पहुँचाएँ। और हमारे स्टूडियोज़ के लाइन के नंबर जो हैं वो 9056704114 हैं। आज हमारे पास कुछ मैसेजेस हैं कुछ पॉलिटिशियंस के, ख़ास तौर पे ईद के हवाले से, वो भी आपके लिए अभी उसको प्ले करेंगे। और कुछ हमारे स्पॉन्सर के मैसेजेस हैं। उसके बाद हमारे साथ ख़ास तौर पे आज का जो प्रोग्राम है, जैसे कि मैं अपने पिछले कई प्रोग्राम्स के अंदर उसका जिक्र भी करता रहा हूँ कि अल्गोमा यूनिवर्सिटी जो है एक बड़ी एक्रेडिटेड यूनिवर्सिटी है कनाडा में। और इसके कैंपसेस सूट एंड मरी में हैं और ब्रैम्पटन में डाउनटाउन में इसके कैंपसेस हैं। और बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स इनके पास जो अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम्स हैं, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम्स हैं, डिग्री प्रोग्राम्स हैं इनके पास। कुछ अभी इन्होंने एफिलिएशंस की हैं सैनिका कॉलेज के साथ, दूसरे कॉलेज के साथ। बहुत सारे कुछ नए कोलैबोरेशंस किए हैं। इस हवाले से उनकी जो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हैं ब्रेंट, जो मैनेजमेंट की टीम है, वो मेरे साथ आज होंगे और हम उनसे बात करेंगे डिटेल से इन रिगार्ड्स टू दोज प्रोग्राम्स। और अगर आपके कोई लव वंस हैं जो कि कनाडा से बाहर रहते हैं और पाकिस्तान में हैं, इंडिया में हैं, मिडल ईस्ट में हैं, फार ईस्ट में हैं, कहीं पर भी हैं, और वो अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम्स के लिए या पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम्स के लिए कनाडा आना चाहते हैं, तो दे हैव लॉट ऑफ प्रोग्राम्स फॉर यू। और इनकी जो फ़ीस है वो ऑलमोस्ट 1/3 ऑफ द फीस ऑफ द मेजर यूनिवर्सिटीज़ है। और दे ऑल्सो हैव द प्रोग्राम्स वेयर यू कैन गेट द वर्क परमिट्स। और उसके बाद जब आपके प्रोग्राम्स ख़त्म हो जाते हैं तो दे हैव द कोलैबोरेशन विद job agencies in Canada, employers in Canada who can hire you as an employee, and then that can lead to your permanent resident status into this country and ultimately into the citizenship into Canada. So this is a great program they have been carrying out for some time. तो मैंने आज कोशिश की कि मैंने कहा ख़ास तौर पे मुझे फरमाइश भी आती रहती है इस हवाले से कि दैट आई शुड बी एबल टू टॉक टू वन ऑफ देयर टीम मैनेजमेंट। तो मैंने कोशिश की है कि आज आई विल स्पीक विद ब्रेंट एंड वी विल चैट विद हिम इन रिगार्ड्स टू दैट। और आगे चल के प्रोग्राम में हमारे साथ नासिर भाई होंगे जो कि आई विल गेट यू मॉर्गेजेस से उनका ईद का पैगाम और ख़ास तौर पे ईद के हवाले से भी वो कुछ आपसे बात भी करना चाहते हैं। और अगर आप रीफाइनेंसिंग के तलाश में हैं, आप फर्स्ट टाइम होम बायर हैं, आपको मॉर्गेज चाहिए किसी भी किस्म की, तो he'll be able to help you out। तो हमारे प्रोग्राम में साथ रहिए। आज बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे इंशाल्लाह। और 2-4 मिनट के ब्रेक पे जा रहे हैं। आप मैसेजेस सुनिए और उसके बाद हम प्रोग्राम में वापस आते हैं। एंड स्टे कनेक्टेड विद अस प्लीज़। 9056704114 इज़ द नंबर टू कॉल। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग।
Welcome to I Will Get You Mortgage Services Limited. This is Nasir Ahmed, your principal broker for Alberta, Ontario, and British Columbia. Welcome to our new office located at the heart of Markham Road and 401, 2100 Ellesmere Road, unit number 320. Whether it's a residential mortgage for your dream home, it's a commercial mortgage for your business, it's equipment financing, or you're looking for a reverse mortgage because you're senior, we have solutions. At I Will Get You Mortgage Services Limited, we believe in diversification. That is why we have agents who speak your language. Are you looking to start a new career as a mortgage agent? We are here for you. We will provide you in-house underwriting as well as in-house fulfillment officers that will support you and help you step by step for your mortgage needs. Remember, for all your mortgage needs, easy or difficult, we have solutions. Give us a call, iwillgetyouMortgage.com.
Assalamu alaikum. As we bid farewell to Ramadan and welcome the joyous occasion of Eid al-Fitr, I extend warm greetings to you all. May this special day be filled with love, happiness, and blessings for you and your loved ones. Let us reflect on the spirit of giving, compassion, and unity that Ramadan has instilled in us. Wishing you a blessed Eid filled with peace, prosperity, and countless memories to cherish. Eid Mubarak.
I want to be a data scientist. That's something I'm passionate about. I want to bring a change in the medical aspect. Data scientists do collection of the data, then they analyze the data, and then they transform the data into meaningful conclusions. Algoma is unique because we get a chance to do one-on-one interaction with professor, and that's the best part.
The need of computer science graduate is huge. Nowadays, the industry demand is changing every day, and Algoma is adaptable. Algoma is changing its course content, changing the degree programs, and giving several certificate courses that the industry is actually looking for.
Personalized learning is the hallmark of Algoma's university experience. Algoma is offering the accelerated second degree. It's the only one in province.
Algoma not only just give us an in-campus experience and skill set, but they also help us develop how to present ourselves in real world. Where do I see myself in 5 to 10 years? I see myself working at some multinational corporation as a data scientist. This is the first step towards my journey.
वेलकम बैक व्यूअर, यू आर वाचिंग वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टेलीविजन विद मी अंजुम मलिक। और आज हम प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं अल्गोमा यूनिवर्सिटी की मैनेजमेंट के साथ ख़ास तौर पे। और प्रोग्राम का मकसद ये है कि अगर आपके लव वन जो हैं वो कनाडा में आना चाहते हैं पढ़ने के लिए, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम्स के लिए या आप अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम्स के लिए, सो दे हैव लॉट ऑफ प्रोग्राम्स इन प्लेस। दे हैव 2 campuses, Sault Ste. Marie and in Brampton. और अभी रिसेंटली दे हैव कोलैबोरेटेड विद सम अदर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस एंड सम ऑल्सो कॉलेजेस जहाँ से लोग जो हैं वो ट्रांजिट करके उनके पास आ रहे हैं। दे हैव अ पायलट प्रोजेक्ट फॉर दैट एज वेल। तो मैंने कोशिश की कि आज हम उनकी मैनेजमेंट से बात करें, और उस हवाले से मेरे साथ आई हैव वन ऑफ देयर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट विद मी, डियर फ्रेंड Brent, and they've been with us for last two and a half years or so. And we are very thankful for their support to Voice of Toronto TV, and at the same time coming in on regular basis and coming in and educating the community on Algoma University, the program they offer, and all the new information that they have in place that they would like to talk about during this program tonight. So let me just see if I have Brent with me. Good evening, Brent. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Can you hear me, Anjum?
Let me see if I can hear you properly. Let me change my earphones. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. A little bit You're coming from far, but I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I'm
How-
happy to be here tonight.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight after some time. Brent, I know you're a very busy man. You're always traveling and going across the continents and spreading the message out of Algoma University and bringing people into Canada. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And it's always great to connect with Algoma University and community supporters like yourself, Anjum, to be able to catch up every now and then and kind of share some of the good things that we have going on.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Brent, I just want to ask you a few things. I know we do chat on often regarding the programs, but for a lot of people who connect with us on the transmission on day-to-day basis, I would like you to kind of run down a bit the number of programs that the Algoma have right now, and what are the new admission policies and procedures in place currently after there have been some cuts into the student visas into Canada. It was announced by the Minister of Immigration some time ago. So I thought it'd be a great idea that we're connecting in the year, and the new semester will be starting soon. And this way people will know if their loved ones will need to come and be a part of Algoma University. Excuse me. What do they need to know and how to go about it? Go ahead, Brent.
Sure, yeah, no problem. And it's great timing, Anjum, because for a few months this winter there was a lot of uncertainty where we weren't sure exactly what the process was or what the requirements were going to be to come to Canada. But now that that uncertainty's gone and we've got a process, and we're happy to let people know that we're welcoming students every day right now. So for students who applied for their visa before January 22nd, no change in process. January 22nd was the day that the government announced, federal government announced a new process to become an international student in Canada. Before January 22nd, no problem. Apply for your visa and you can come. And I'm excited to say I think we're welcoming a little over 1,500 new international students to our campuses this May. For everyone after January 22nd, it is a new process, and I would say I call it kind of a two-step process. So the first step is the same. You apply to Algoma University, you pick one of our programs, one of our, I think, approximately 40 different undergrad or master graduate programs at the university. You pick the program that's the right fit for you. You apply to the university, and then we evaluate your application for admissibility. Basically, do you have the academic background required to be successful in this program? Is it a good fit for you? That's all of the same. Now with this new process, what you need is a letter of admission from Algoma University, and then a provincial attestation letter. So we tell the students, you're admissible. Now the next step is we're going to request an attestation letter from the province. And the province and their designates kind of manage these attestation letters. So we make that request on behalf of the student. We get the attestation letter, we share it with the student, and that's what they use to apply for their visa. And that's how they're kind of managing the number of students coming into the country or into the province. We check them for admissibility, we request an attestation letter, give them to the student, and they're good to go.
So what is the attestation letter? As you know, this is something new, but for people to understand, how does that work and who does apply for that? Do they, like Algoma itself does this on behalf of the students, or the students have to physically approach the provincial government to get that attestation done?
No, we do it on behalf of the students. The students don't have to do anything.
Okay.
We send on almost a daily basis request to the provincial government for attestation letters. We have to tell them the programs we're requesting them for. and then we'll pass that on to the student. We're distributing to the students via email right now. So other than a little bit of a delay in timing, which isn't much, it's a couple of days usually. There's no change to what the student has to do.
So I see there has been a lot of new collaborations that you guys have done with some colleges and some other institutions. Let's talk about that for a bit for people to understand that what people need to know on those things first of all.
Sure, yeah. For us, a lot of the collaborations with institutions are all about just increasing access to university in Canada, whether you're a local student studying here in Canada or you're an international student. So we've recently signed a lot of agreements with universities in South Asia. So there was a university mission to Pakistan in December where we met with lots of partner universities there. And the agreements are, they tend to be research2 opportunities for faculty and student exchange, but also pathways for students to come to Canada. So 2+2 used to be the most popular model, 2 years of undergrad in a foreign country, 2 years of undergrad at Algoma. But that's shifting as now so much of the demand is for graduate programs where we're seeing more 3+2, 3 years of undergraduate, 1 year of undergraduate here, and then a master's degree. And we have very similar agreements in place with Canadian institutions as well, right? Like when you talk about George Brown College, Sheridan College, Seneca College, and all of these pathways are really about increasing access, making sure students don't have to duplicate the work that they did. If they're a good student, we can recognize some of their prior learning.
So the process that is in place, the process in place right now for international students, first of all, let's focus on that. Somebody is in Pakistan or India or Middle East or Far East or Asia. What is the steps from the day one when people are interested to join Algoma? Let's walk them through step by step. What are the processes that they have to go through?
Sure. Number one, so once they've decided that they want to, usually step is they want to come to Canada. Number one, where do I want to go study? They pick a country. It's Canada. Where do I want to live in Canada? Okay, I want to be in Ontario. And I want to be in Sault Ste. Marie, or I want to be in Brampton because I've got family there. I know people that went there. I'm comfortable there. So then you would say, okay, well, what institutions are available in those kind of geographies? So say, hey, Algoma, public university in Ontario, in Brampton, sounds awesome. Next step would be looking for programs. So, do they have the program that's the right fit for me? And so for us, I mean, we have programs for most people. I would say, 90% of the population, we've got something that works for them because we've got undergraduate programs, we've got graduate certificate programs, we've got master's programs. Mm-hmm. Algoma has 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, right, and 4 year programs. Pick a subject or a program that works for you, and then you're going to apply to the university. So for Algoma, students can apply directly on our website. I saw the commercial you ran for us says Algoma U/apply. That's where you go. Application form is there. You can apply directly to us. And then the next step, I guess, would be sending us documents. So transcripts from your secondary school, from your university, kind of thing. We'll evaluate them. Mm-hmm. We make sure that they meet our academic requirements. And we've really become experts on this because we have students from so many different countries around the world, over 60 different countries that we're familiar with most curriculums. There's a academic requirement and then a language requirement. Obviously, we're in Canada. Our courses are taught in English, so we look at their IELTS score. Maybe it's how they did in English in their secondary schools.
And what are those scores? Current requirement is
For undergraduate and for graduate certificates, it's an IELTS score of 6. For master's programs, 6.5.
Okay, 6 and 6.5. Okay.
Yeah, overall.
Now, one thing that I have noticed that after the new announcement from the government with the Minister of Immigration by reducing the quota for students into Canada, they have also added on, and you can maybe put a light on that, that the GIC, that the deposit that people used to make used to be less at one time, and now it has got doubled or tripled. Can you put a little light on that?
It doubled.
Double.
So for for a long time, the GIC requirement was $10,000.
Okay.
And it held steady at that for a long time, and I think it was just prior to the January 22nd announcement, but close timing. The government doubled it to a little bit over $20,000.
$20,000.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's more money up front for the student, but I think it's also probably,
and they also have to pay.
realistic.
They also
More
have to pay
realistic.
1 year fee, tuition fee in the beginning, along with the GIC of 20,000.
If they're applying through the SDS student direct stream for their visa. At Algoma, like our deposit, tuition deposit is 1 semester.
One
tuition.
semester. Okay.
But if they're applying through the SDS stream, which a lot of students from South Asia in particular do because it's faster visa processing,
Okay.
then the requirement is 1 year tuition and the GIC.
And what is the current 1 year tuition fee for an undergraduate certificate program with Algoma?
20,500.
Okay. So 20,500 plus your 20,000 GIC, that's $40,500, and then your boarding and lodging.
Yeah, correct. But I mean, usually people use that GIC for their boarding and lodging, right?
Okay. So they can get that money back when they arrive in Canada.
Yeah, when they get to Canada, they can draw from that, right? So that's supposed to cover their boarding and lodging for a year.
Okay. And the university can release those funds periodically. There is a procedure for that.
Bank releases it. The bank that they buy the GIC from.
Or bank releases it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that could be used for your boarding and lodging.
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. And let's talk about the postgraduate program. If somebody's coming from an undergrad already and doing a postgraduate, what's the fee for that?
Postgraduate is it's similar. Now, in a lot of our postgraduate certificates, we've got a bursary in place right now. So tuition is the same. So if it's a 2-year, take a 2-year business, a graduate certificate, tuition for 2 years is $41,000. But everybody right now, we're giving all students a $6,000 bursary.
Okay.
So instead of 41,000, it's 35 for 2 years.
Okay. So they get a reduction.
A scholarship in place for 1 year programs. So 1 year programs are about 17,500.
Okay. Now let's put a little light on once they come here now. Under the old programs, there was an option that people were getting unlimited work hours to work under a work permit in Canada. But I think under the new program, you can tell us what is the new program now? How many hours they can work?
Anjum, I apologize. I don't know what the new program is.
Okay.
I know prior to the changes, it was 20 hours per week and unlimited holidays. It's changed so often recently that I'm not sure how many hours students are allowed to work right now.
Okay. Let's put a little light on once they're here. Now, since you guys are expanding so much in the Brampton area, and you've been getting a lot of these buildings, and last I visited with you, you have shown me around quite a few, and I have to come and do another visit very soon. Now, with that in place, what are you guys doing in regards to providing on arrival help to international students for that they can get accommodated with the housing, which is one of the biggest issues in Canada, especially in Toronto. And I'm sure you guys must be working with some organizations in regards to that. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. And so I'd say it's not just on arrival, like it starts pre-arrival, right?
Pre-arrival.
So we have a pretty robust pre-arrival program that starts a couple months before students come to Canada. And that's what it's prepping them for, is life in Canada, right? So, simple things with banking, transit, those kinds of items. But housing is for sure the big one, right? Like housing and work are the two big ones. How do I find a job and how do I find housing? So we have a pretty big housing team at the university that's dedicated to helping students find housing before they get here. That's our biggest piece of advice to students. Unless you have family to stay with when you land, that you really need to find your housing before we get here. And so that is where our staff can help, right? They can give some advice on areas of town that are easily campus is easily accessible via transit. If you live there, places that are very where maybe amenities are easy to get to, so can provide a lot of advice on that kind of thing, living, where to live. And then also we work with some housing organizations like the Canada Homestay Network, which has a network of people that take in students. We still have plans to build more of our own housing in the future. So hopefully those will come to fruition in the next couple of years.
Now, how instrumental you guys are in empowering the students to make Canada their permanent home after they graduate, by virtue of you guys have collaborations with employers and job agencies. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Like our focus is on their education. Obviously, if they get an incredible education and they go back to their home country, great. If they get an incredible education and they want to stay, great. I think that our role in that is providing an education that makes them highly qualified for employment, right? So that as soon as they're done working, they're able to go out and get a good job in their field. And then in addition to the education, we provide a lot of those career supports, right? So connecting them with employers, and we're doing more and more of that. I would say, like hosting career fairs on campus, working on developing internships, and really helping place them into positions, or at least prepare them to go out and find positions on themselves. So that's, a big part of what we do. We're the transition, right? They've come here to get an education, to be able to transition in many cases into the Canadian labor market, and then also trying to provide as many experiences for them along the way, right? Like networking opportunities so that they can meet with prospective employers, but also just community members, right? So that they can get to know people in the community.
I wanted to ask you the process of when you get the resume, or when people apply online and they let's say they have done their high school from back home. Now, at what stage you guys feel that that he or she, that person is admissible? What's the turnaround process on that? And do you have a team who goes through the resumes and get back to the applicants within certain amount of time, that whether you are admissible or not admissible? What are those the procedures that you guys are using to to evaluate that, other than obviously the IELTS score, which is down the line somebody have to have? I just thought it'd be nice that people to understand that once the resume comes in, you have a team who goes through that. What happens at the back end?
Sure. Yeah, we've got it's a growing team. You mentioned how fast our enrollment's growing. So with that, we need a growing team of people to go through and process and evaluate the the applications. So they look at their transcript from their secondary school, and they're looking for a couple of things. They're looking for an overall kind of GPA.
Okay.
To be admissible, but then they're also looking for very specific courses, right? So if you're coming into computer science or IT, for example, we want to make sure you've taken math courses in secondary school, that you're not coming from maybe an arts background into computer science where there's a big math requirement. Same thing for business, right? We would look maybe for certain courses in their background. So it's kind of a combination of their overall GPA, and then specific courses within that. So for us, our goal is to turn applications around in 1 week, and we seem to be able to do that the majority of the time. We don't want students we want to get rid of the uncertainty. Like they don't need to sit for 2 or 3 months waiting to hear from us. Like as soon as we receive the application, we don't let it sit. We take a look at it, we evaluate it, and we get back to the student, because depending on where they live in the world, this is probably a 3-month or longer process to decide to come to Canada, right? Between applying to the university, hearing back from us, and then getting finances in order, and applying for your visa, and that whole process, and then coming, it takes a bit of time. So we want ideally our step would be the easiest for them, and that we're quite quick and provide good customer service and get back to them rapidly.
And for people who are watching you tonight, especially our Pakistani viewers in Pakistan, and you have done visits there, your team has gone there, have they visited the High Commission in Pakistan and sat down with them and worked out a plan? Because we had the issue where the applications were still handled out, overseas out of Pakistan, and people were having issues in waiting time were too high, and the turnaround time was was pretty long. So anything has been done in that sort where those processes have been evolved into a stream where the application could be done quite quicker and the visas could be issued quicker?
Yeah, definitely. We've put a lot of work into that. Like not myself, but I know when our president was in Pakistan last, they traveled to Islamabad and met with the High Commissioner, and that was the big ask of us, is to process these visa applications in Pakistan. And I think that's been resolved. I think that I think that they are processed in Pakistan now, which is a big step forward for that market, which we consider to be. It's not just a great market today; it's going to be even a better market in the future, like in terms of students coming to Canada. So we, that was good. It was nice to see that happen. But in general, we try to put a lot of pressure on the Canadian government in general, and to speed up their processing. I think it's something that we hear. I hear it everywhere I go in the world, that there's a lot of interest in Canada. But one thing they feel that we could do better is the length of time it takes to process study permits. That it's not competitive maybe with some other markets in that regard.
As you're aware that the relationship with Saudi Arabia has been strengthened now. The airlines have started operation back in Canada. Are you guys taking applications from Saudi Arabia as well now for students to come in and study at Algoma?
Yeah, we definitely are. And one of my colleagues, Anjum, Craig Fowler, was in Saudi. Another vice president or senior vice president here was in Saudi Arabia. He was in Riyadh recently in the fall at a recruitment event there. So yeah, we're welcoming Saudis back to Algoma University.
Very nice, very nice. Because there are a lot of Saudi students during pandemic, they went back, and it would be a great opportunity for them to come back to Canada again and join Algoma University. I mean, that one of the country, they always encourage their citizens to travel to Canada and join universities. You know, good to know. Good to know. And some of the new programs that on your mind that you want to share tonight that you guys have launched, maybe we haven't talked about those in the past.
Sure, yeah. I mean, big one for us right now that's very exciting is our Masters of Computer Science. It was our first Masters program. We launched two. Masters of Biology, which is a research-focused Masters program, and then in Sault Ste. Marie, and then Masters of Computer Science, which is in Sault Ste. Marie and Brampton. And we're very excited about that. It's been really well received by the public. Lots of interest in people doing that program, and we're expecting a really, really big intake of students into that program in September. Master's programs for people watching overseas now with the change in government regulation, there's really a lot of interest in masters. For one-year master's program, students now earn a 3-year postgraduate work permit. So kind of maximum work permit for a 1-year program. And there is also not a requirement for the attestation letter. The students can come into that. Outside of the Masters of Computer Science, I think other programs we're excited about. We've had a social work program in Sault Ste. Marie for a long time. We've just opening it in Brampton this September will be the first intake that we're taking applications, and we'll have the social work program. And social work is something that it's a popular program. It's a great field to get into in terms of demand. There's a lot of jobs for people with social work backgrounds, and what they can do now, it's very broad in terms of where social workers, the fields that they work in, and it's something that the city of Brampton the community's been asking for. So first intake of social work in September, and then we just had a big announcement on campus. It was either last week or the week before on our Brampton campus, about a partnership with the Registered Professional Accounting Association, RPA, and the launch of a 3-year accounting program in Brampton as well.
Okay. Good to know. Brent, I will really request you that would like to get you on a regular basis to come in and share all these new programs, in programs in general about Algoma and anything that is changing, the Canadian diaspora, for bringing them into this country, and also, for them to make Canada home in future. That would be really very much requested. And I do request you all the time. I know you get very busy and it's very hard for you to take time and come and talk to us, but I would strongly recommend that you dedicate Aaron or someone else in the staff to speak to our viewers on a regular basis and keep on updating about Algoma, what's happening.
Yeah, no problem, Anjum. I'd love to enjoy being on your show. I'd love to be on regularly. I got to say though, I prefer it when I can be there in studio. I had a lot of fun last time I was on it. I was in the studio. So next time I'll join you in the studio.
All right, Brent. Thank you so much for taking time and talking to us, especially on this Eid, the celebration. We are on the second day of Eid. You want to pass on greetings to our community today?
Sure. Just I guess happy Eid to everyone watching here in Canada or around the world.
Well, thank you so much, Brent, and I'll talk to you very soon again. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Anjum.
Thank you for joining. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye bye. व्यूअर्स, ये थे हमारे साथ इस वक्त ब्रेंट जो कि वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है अल्गोमा यूनिवर्सिटी से, और जैसे कि मैंने अपने प्रोग्राम के शुरू में भी आज ओपनिंग में भी ये कहा कि अगर आपके लव वंस हैं पाकिस्तान में, इंडिया में, मिडल ईस्ट में, फार ईस्ट में, सऊदी अरेबिया में, कहीं पर भी, और वो अंडर ग्रेड प्रोग्राम के लिए, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम के लिए, मास्टर्स के लिए आना चाहते हैं कनाडा और अपनी तालीम को मुकम्मल करना चाहते हैं, और कनाडा को वांट टू मेक कनाडा एज होम from that process of coming as a student and then into permanent resident, into citizenship, this is a great opportunity. हम 2-4 मिनट के एक ब्रेक पे जा रहे हैं, कुछ मैसेजेस आपके लिए हैं इंपॉर्टेंट, उसके बाद कोशिश करेंगे नासिर भाई से बात करने के लिए। और अगर आप ड्यूरिंग दिस प्रोग्राम हमसे बात करना चाहें तो हमारे स्टूडियोज़ के लाइन के नंबर अब खुले हैं 9056704114, और ख़ास तौर पे ये बताइए कि आपकी ईद कैसी गुजर रही है, और कुछ भी एक्सचेंज करना चाहें तो गिव अस अ कॉल एंड टॉक टू अस। विल कम बैक, डू नॉट चेंज द चैनल। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वाचिंग।
जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी।
मुस्लिम वेलफेयर सेंटर के जरिए आप पाकिस्तान के रेगिस्तान में प्यासों को पानी पिला सकते हैं, गरीब बच्चों की तालीम और माली परवरिश कर सकते हैं, बीमारों का मुफ्त इलाज करवा सकते हैं। ज़कात, सदक़ात या फिदिया देने के लिए आज ही हमें फ़ोन करें 1-866-754-3111।
Cause I look good. Shake my hair and then I move my shoulders, legs, hands and feet. I know you mad, thanks for the input. It ain't my fault that I look this good. And I don't care because I got my hat on lean like a king. I got a smooth disposition. Got the swag running all through my veins. In the coupe when I'm whipping. I try to top like I make a ball crane. When you talk, I don't listen. Cause I don't really wanna hear you complain. I make a smooth transition and bounce back like a basketball game. Who that got him up now? Who that got him funky like me? Got their hands up like a touchdown. Where they sweating, they gon' need an IV. Who that got him up now?
ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਦੋਂ ਸਮਝ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤੇ ਜੇ ਟਰੈਵਲਿੰਗ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਈਟੀਐਨ ਟਰੈਵਲਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਰਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਸਮੂਥ, ਡੋਮੈਸਟਿਕ ਐਂਡ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਟਰੈਵਲ, ਆਲ ਇਨਕਲੂਸਿਵ ਪੈਕੇजेस, cruises, ਸੁਪਰ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਈਟੀਐਨ ਟਰੈਵਲਸ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹਰ ਟਰੈਵਲਿੰਗ ਨੀਡ ਲਈ one stop solution, 2 locations to serve you, Brampton and Mississauga.
ETN Travels serving you from 2 locations, Brampton 905-463-1301, Mississauga 905-463-1304.
It's good to dream big, to own a house and a business. Get residential and business loans. Get insurance to protect your dreams. Get your children in university education without monetary worries. Invite your family from back home to share your success in Canada. Me and my team of professionals will help you under one roof to settle down in Canada.
Amber Financial and Allied Services. Call now. 647-887-1696. Amber Financial and Allied Services. All services under one roof.
More shopping?
Yes, on my home.
Welcome to Pan Am Blinds Limited. My name is Bobby, and I would like to introduce our very newest product. It is only with us with Pan Am Blinds in Improve
Canada. So it's combination of
and silver shades. So Venus shades, or a Shangri-La shade. So it's a very unique and new product in different colors. If you would like to see how it works, just see over here. You have to pull it down. It's an energy saver. You can save your 85% energy, and also it has child safety features over here. If you see here, if it goes down, it will open itself and you will see through from this, but ultraviolet rays controlled. No UV light will come in and you can see out, and people, they can see very slightly. However, when your mood changes, what you can do, just pull it down. It gives you 100% privacy, and it will control also ultraviolet rays control. You want to see out, what is a sea view, just pull it again. This is our very newest product. Please come to our store and see how many beautiful colors we do have, and enjoy your comfort of life. Thank you very much to visit Pan Am Blinds.
Well, looks like you got some great stuff for your new home.
Yes, that makes me happy.
Happy? Then why aren't you smiling?
I am smiling.
Single and 2 bedrooms with amazing prices. Contact Anjum Malik in Canada on 905-965-4786.
Assalamu alaikum. As we bid farewell to Ramadan and welcome the joyous occasion of Eid al-Fitr, I extend warm greetings to you all. May this special day be filled with love, happiness, and blessings for you and your loved ones. Let us reflect on the spirit of giving, compassion, and unity that Ramadan has instilled in us. Wishing you a blessed Eid filled with peace, prosperity, and countless memories to cherish. Eid Mubarak.
Hello, this is Tahir Mangat from Remax Millennium. I'm top producer and award winner realtor for multiple years. हम आपको provide करते हैं under one roof real estate services, mortgage services and legal services for all the real estate matters. मेरा contact number है 647-778-7879 and I'm searchable on all the social medias with Tahir Mangat name, and I sell it for max and I'm the best negotiator.
वेलकम बैक व्यूअर्स, आप देख रहे हैं वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टेलीविज़न की लाइव ब्रॉडकास्ट। मेरे साथ अंजुम मलिक के साथ ईद शो, और उसके साथ साथ हमारे पास कुछ अलगोमा यूनिवर्सिटी से उनके प्रेसिडेंट थे, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, उनसे बात हो रही थी। आज ख़ास तौर पे ईद का दूसरा दिन है और उस हवाले से मैं इम्पोर्टेंटली ये बताता चलूँ कि ड्रीम मीडिया एजेंसी जो है आपके लिए, जैसे ईद बाज़ार ख़त्म हो गए हैं, अब वी आर ऑलरेडी इन ईद, तो इस वीकेंड पे 13 और 14 अप्रैल को 2 दिन के लिए आपके लिए लेके आ रहे हैं ईद फेस्टिवल, जो कि होने जा रहा है प्रीमियम आउटलेट मॉल के जो हाता है उसके बाहर, उसके अंदर वहाँ पर वेंडर्स के स्टॉल्स होंगे, वहाँ पर रेस्टोरेंट के वो उनके भी वेंडर्स होंगे, रेस्टोरेंट्स वाले भी, बहुत सारे वहाँ पर आर्टिफैक्ट्स और आर्ट्स और ज्वेलरी और कपड़े और ऑल दोस काइंड ऑफ थिंग, प्लस उसके साथ साथ लाइव परफॉर्मेंसेस होंगी वहाँ पर, लाइव म्यूज़िक होगा। तो ऑब्वियसली आप अपने बच्चों को लेके आइए और इट्स एन अमेजिंग प्लेस टू बी एट। एक तो ये है कि आप वहाँ शॉपिंग कर सकते हैं, दूसरा वहाँ आउटलेट मॉल है, दूसरा यू विल एंजॉय फ्री कॉन्सर्ट ओवर देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ सिंगर्स विल बी परफॉर्मिंग लाइव देयर एज वेल फ्रॉम डिफरेंट कम्युनिटीज़। बांग्लादेशी कम्युनिटी जो है उनका आई थिंक उनका एनुअल जो डे होता है वो भी है, तो दे विल बी देयर एज वेल। तो हमारे साथ कॉलर हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं। अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। अंजुम साहब सुनाए बात कर रहा हूँ।
जी सुनाए साहब, क्या हाल चाल है आपके?
अल्लाह का शुक्र, आप सुनाए फिर ठीक ठाक हैं?
जी जी, मैं ज़रा अपना 1 मिनट ये लगा लूँ ज़रा। जी आपको मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है?
जी जी बिल्कुल आ रही है।
अच्छा, तो सबसे पहले तो आपको दिल की गहराइयों से ईद मुबारक, आपको, आपकी फैमिली को, आपकी टीम को।
हमारी तरफ से आपको, आपकी टीम को बहुत बहुत ईद मुबारक और थैंक यू सो मच फॉर यू नो हेल्पिंग असिस्टिंग अस एट ईद बाजार। माशाल्लाह वो बहुत ही जबरदस्त रहा आपके दामन से।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
और जो लास्ट हमने प्रोग्राम किया था इसका बहुत ही जबरदस्त रिस्पॉन्स आया था।
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा। नहीं, आई नो कि लॉट ऑफ पीपल शोड अप ओवर देयर। आपने 3 दिन का माशाल्लाह ईद बाजार किया इस दफ़ा एंड इट वाज पैक्ड, जैम पैक्ड माशाल्लाह।
माशाल्लाह बिल्कुल, आप लोगों का तावन है अंजुम भाई, आपको पता ही आप ही का प्रोग्राम है।
जी जी।
और
अच्छा, थोड़ा सा आप ये जो आप ईद फेस्टिवल करने जा रहे हैं इस वीकेंड के ऊपर, आज जब जुमेरात है, अब कल का दिन रह गया बाकी फ्राइडे को, तो 13 और 14 तारीख का इसकी डिटेल बताइएगा। वहाँ पर परफॉर्मेंसेस भी होने जा रही हैं, सिंगर्स भी आ रहे हैं, तो हमारी कम्युनिटी जो आपको सुन रही है और देख रही है उसको थोड़ा सा आप अपडेट करें ज़रा प्लीज़ आज।
बिल्कुल, तो ईद बताया तो हमारा कंप्लीट हो गया 5, 6, 7 अप्रैल को। इसके बाद अब हम ईद फेस्टिवल या कार्निवल आप कह सकते हैं इसे, वो हम कर रहे हैं विद टोरंटो आउटलेट प्रीमियम मॉल्स के साथ, जो कि हिल्टन हिल्स एंड 401 पे है। यहाँ पर 2 दिन का मेला सजेगा, सैटरडे एंड संडे को सुबह 11 बजे से रात 9 बजे तक होगा, दोनों दिन। यहाँ पर ईद फेस्टिवल है, कल्चर है, फूड है, हलाल फूड होगा सारा। इसके अलावा यहाँ पर म्यूजिक शो भी कर रहे हैं फ्रॉम 5 बजे तो आपको पता है मैजिक शो होगा, उसके बाद से हमारे म्यूजिशियंस आ जाएंगे। उसके अंदर इस दफा अंजन साहब हमने क्या किया है कि मुख्तलिफ जो है कम्युनिटीज के सिंगर्स को बुलाया है, क्योंकि ये बंगाल न्यू ईयर, जो बांग्लादेश का न्यू ईयर भी स्टार्ट होता है, बंगला न्यू ईयर इनका। तो हमारे पास समोना गंगोली होंगी जो बंगला में गाना गाएंगी, पंजाबी सिंगर होंगे, सबसे स्पेशल यहाँ पर उर्दू जो हमारे हिंदी सिंगर हैं वो तो मौजूद हो गए होंगे, लेकिन हमने स्पेशली जो है इजिप्शियन सिंगर को बुलाया एंड शी इज वेरी फेमस। रिहाम उनका नाम है एंड शी सिंग ऑन अ वेरी यू नो शी इज वेरी पॉपुलर इजिप्शियन सिंगर।
अच्छा,
तो उनको बुलाया है, 7 PM पे वो मौजूद होंगी। तो मुख्तलिफ कम्युनिटीज को हमने अट्रैक्ट किया है यहाँ पर कि वो आए, क्योंकि आपको पता है ईद जो है वो वीकेंड तो था ही नहीं, मिडल ऑफ द वीक में आई थी, तो यही वीकेंड है जिसमें वो आए, एंजॉय करें। फूड है, फेस पेंटिंग होगी, वहाँ पर गेम्स है। वहाँ पे सबसे बड़ी बात, यहाँ पे हमने इन्फ्लेटेबल्स लगाए हैं, तो वहाँ पर गेम्स होंगे और म्यूजिक होगा, मैजिक शो होगा, डिफरेंट स्टॉल्स होंगे। द पर्पस इज द सेम विच वाज ऑलवेज, कि हमारी जो कम्युनिटी है उसको एक प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड करना। जो छोटे होम बेस्ड बिजनेसेस होते हैं, दे कांट गो टू द मॉल्स, राइट, उनके पास इतना एक्सेस नहीं होता कि वो मॉल में जाके अपने स्टॉल्स लगा सकें। तो ये एक उनका एक प्लेटफॉर्म है कि वो एक इतने बड़े मॉल में जाएं, अपना वो लगाएं, स्टॉल्स लगाएं और देखें कि वहाँ पर उनका क्या रिस्पॉन्स आता है, कैसे बिजनेस ग्रो होता है। और ऑफ कोर्स मॉल हैज देयर ओन वॉक-इन्स, राइट। और वीकेंड का दिन है तो कोशिश करेंगे कि इंशाल्लाह अच्छा बनाए एक इवेंट।
नहीं इंशाल्लाह आपके सारे इवेंट्स माशाल्लाह बड़े अच्छे होते हैं। यू ऑलवेज पुट योर हार्ट एंड सोल इनटू इट, तो ये भी इंशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा होगा। यहाँ पर पार्किंग तो डेफिनेटली, ये प्रीमियम आउटलेट मॉल है, पार्किंग तो बहुत है। और इसमें अगर अभी किसी को स्टॉल चाहिए हो वहाँ पर वेंडर्स के लिए, तो किस नंबर पे वो कांटेक्ट करें आपको?
अच्छा, अगर किसी को स्टॉल चाहिए तो वो 437-339-2977, ये मिनाहिल का नंबर है जो कि हमारी प्रोजेक्ट हेड है। 437-339-2977 पे कॉल कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि मॉल इज अ वेरी बिग मॉल, राइट। तो अगर कोई हमारे कम्युनिटी मेंबर हैं वो लगाना चाहते हैं तो डेफिनेटली वी कैन अरेंज समथिंग फॉर देम।
सही।
और अगर फूड पे लगाना चाहते हैं ऑफ कोर्स वो वहाँ पर आए, तो एक अच्छा मौका है। ऑफ कोर्स लास्ट ईयर हमने वहाँ चांद किया था, आपको पता ही है। और ये जो पूरा, मैं आपके जो देखने वाले हैं, जो आपके व्यूअर्स हैं, उनको मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि पूरा जो म्यूजिक शो जो है वो वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो की ही तरफ से हो रहा है, इट्स फ्रॉम देम। तो आए और एंजॉय करें और अपना वहाँ पर देखें डिफरेंट सिंगर्स कैसे गाते हैं, लेट्स सी कि दूसरे कल्चर वालों का क्या सिंगिंग है, एंजॉय करें म्यूजिक को।
आपका बहुत शुक्रिया सुमेर भाई, एज ऑलवेज, और आई एम श्योर कि दिस विल बी ग्रेट सक्सेस एज प्रीवियसली इवेंट्स। और कोई ख़ास मैसेज ईद के मौके पे हमारी कम्युनिटी को सुमेर साहब?
बस सबको ईद मुबारक हो। और ऑफ कोर्स ये एक ऐसा मौका होता है जो ना सिर्फ हम अपने घर वालों को, दूसरों को, बाहर वालों को भी देखते हैं। ऑफ कोर्स दुनिया में डिफरेंट हालात चल रहे हैं, बट द थिंग इज वी मस्ट स्ट्रांग, और जो है हम एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करें, हेल्प करें, सो एवरीवन विल बी हैप्पी।
ठीक है सर, बहुत शुक्रिया।
थैंक यू,
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू जी। व्यूअर्स, ये थे हमारे साथ सैयद सुमेर आलम, और जैसे उन्होंने बताया कि 2 दिन का एक ईद फेस्टिवल होने जा रहा है, और अगर आपको स्टॉल चाहिए तो आप 647 632 9295 पे भी कॉल कर सकते हैं। 647 632 9295 ये सैयद साहब का डायरेक्ट नंबर भी है। और आप इनके फेसबुक पे भी पेज पे चले जाएं, ड्रीम मीडिया रेडियो के नाम से, वहाँ जाके भी आप इनसे रब्ता कर लें। और अगर आप किसी तरह का स्टॉल चाहते हैं तो गेट इन टच विद देम। मेरी थोड़ी सी आज कोशिश थी कि आज ईद का दूसरा दिन था, तो मैंने कहा कि थोड़ा सा आपके साथ इंटरेक्ट भी करें, इस फेस्टिवल के हवाले से भी आपसे बात करें, अलगोमा यूनिवर्सिटी के हवाले से ख़ास तौर पे। जैसे मैंने अपने प्रोग्राम में आज कहा कि अगर आपके लव वंस हैं दुनिया में कहीं पर भी और कनाडा आना चाहते हैं, दिस इज़ ए ग्रेट वे टू integrate into the society in Canada. They come as a student, they become a permanent resident, a member into Canada, become a citizenship. आप अपनी फैमिलीज़ को भी ला सकते हैं, बुला सकते हैं। दिस इज़ अ ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी, तो ज़रूर इसको अवेल करें। और बाकी फीडबैक ज़रूर दीजिए। voiceoftorontotv@gmail.com हमारा ईमेल एड्रेस है, voiceoftorontotv@gmail.com। इस पर आप मुझे ईमेल कर सकते हैं और मुझसे रब्ता कर सकते हैं। और बाकी इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीक से हम अपनी रेगुलर प्रोग्राम शुरू करेंगे, एंड देन विल बी बैक विद यू विद आवर रेगुलर शोज़। तब तक मुझे आप इजाज़त दीजिए, एंड आई विल कम बैक टू यू नेक्स्ट वीक इंशाल्लाह। और दुआ में ज़रूर याद रखें, वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टेलीविज़न को भी दुआ में याद रखें और हमें भी दुआ में याद रखें। टिल नेक्स्ट वीक अपना ख्याल रखें। वेरी गुड इवनिंग एंड वेरी गुड नाइट। और कल ईद का तीसरा दिन है, उसको एंजॉय करें, एंड विल टॉक टू यू नेक्स्ट वीक। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, बाय बाय, प्रणाम।